Okay. I know you've read or heard about that game, movie, or comic, blah, blah, but you haven't heard it from us. So chill, relax, let us talk all about it before you log off.
Bro, yeah. All right, welcome to Before You Log Off, everybody. I'm Sir Aaron Carter, and I'm here with Adam C.
Hi.
And Stephen Gutierrez.
What's up?
And we are doing the long-awaited, highly requested episode 2
6 or 7 requests at its finest.
of
Still a lot of requests.
Recreating the Universe
Purdue
X-Men edition. Where we last left off, terrible. Where we last left off, we had already picked all the actors. We kind of had a scenario. We came up with a name for the movie, all for part 1. We wiped out all the other
Humans.
Terrible. We wiped out all the other actors from the old thing, so we're starting kind of fresh off the boat.
What Hollywood should have done.
And Steven, do you have the list of people by name? So basically, we're doing the first class again.
Yes.
So who we got in the movie so far?
So for Xavier, or Professor Xavier, excuse me, we have Bryan Cranston.
Great.
We casted Daniel Day-Lewis for Magneto.
Also great. And he is also Beast, Cyclops, Jean Grey, because he can play
And
everything.
the director.
Yeah,
And the director. At the same time.
It's a one-man show on Broadway.
CG is crazy.
For Cyclops, we have chosen Zac Efron.
I voted for Kel Mitchell, but whatever. We can go with Zac Efron. That's fine.
Isn't he dead?
He's alive, sir.
I'm
They're about to
just
do
kidding.
all that. The
Oh
reboot.
my God.
For Jean Grey, we have one Bella Thorne.
I will defend that till the day's end because there are only 3 redheads left on the planet.
That's
okay.
not true.
Well, the ones that are, they just dye their hair anyway.
I put an
It's
asterisk next to that, so there's at least
For Iceman, we have one Dylan O'Brien.
not Dylan McDermott.
No.
that's
Dermot
you know what?
O'Brien.
Let's take it back. Let's do the McDerms.
For Beast, we've chosen Alexander Ludwig.
Von Strucker.
That's
That's. I mean, I feel like that was leading
So
into
just-
something, right?
Ludwig
and-
van Beethoven.
and
Okay.
Max Irons is our angel.
Yes, Warren Worthington. That's
Yes.
fine. Okay, that's a good. Yes, I like all those characters because
Who?
I totally know who those actors are. No. I mean, whenever you put faces to the kind of thing as well.
And that's why I showed you their
Yeah.
faces before we
When
started.
you show in the pictures, Zac Efron looked like a Wolverine there for a second.
First of all, if they ever do that, I will be upset.
Was that was a artist did a picture of that, right?
Yeah, somebody did
Yeah.
that, and I don't like that idea.
The picture that he
of-
showed me, it was funny because if you put the facial hair on him and the little thing,
Yeah,
I
'cause he
could have
had-
seen a
Yeah,
a
but you
young-
can Photoshop anybody into that.
But that wasn't a Photoshop. That
Again,
was
Kel Mitchell could be Photoshopped into Wolverine.
okay. First off, we already know that Kel Mitchell is the Invisible Man. All right,
Yes, he is.
True.
Yes, he is.
you just can't be looking at him.
I think we'll actually have to make a cameo in the middle of the thing. We're doing this live, everybody, from Adam's house.
From
so
the outhouse of the back
if,
house.
if you hear little things in the background, don't worry
Studio C.
about it. So
I like
movie
yeah,
one.
Yeah.
Movie 1, we had the scenario where there was no real main, like, super powered
No.
villain,
it.
right?
It was just humans.
It
were
was
the-
humans were the big
As they should be.
the
As
big
as
bad.
they
I mean,
should be in a lot of movies.
It makes the most sense if you think back to the first movie. It was, I mean, with him in the Senate or the Congress, or rather the Senator.
Senator,
it was
yeah. Yeah,
pushing
those-
bills and everything against him, and it led into
Stopping-
Magneto was
stopping
obviously
He was there
trying-
too, yeah,
trying to
but
disrupt everything. But
Yeah.
it really should be that the first thing be that humans are the main obstacle.
and what I don't see enough or saw enough in the X-Men movies, the terrible Singerverse, was the real hate and disdain that humans have for mutants. You only got maybe small things from that.
Wolverine was fighting-
Wolverine's introduction, Bobby Drake's introduction in part
Yeah.
2.
Yeah,
Yeah, his parents.
that was probably
Trade
the
'em.
biggest one. to be
That was
Yeah,
the
it
big,
was-
yeah.
It was pretty jacked.
The police, I think, is the only other thing that you ever see. It's just like the police is like what actually shows a. It's just
But you
them
don't get,
standing
like-
there with their guns,
Oh,
like,
when
yeah.
they
You don't
all
get the
shoot.
behind, like, why are these people upset with mutants? Why are they,
Yeah,
you know,
so-
like, it's just kind of we're mad.
I like where we've gone with it, where it's just humans in general treating it like racism, right?
Yes, because that's
like,
kind of how it came
there
about.
There
yes.
wasn't just one main bad guy when it came to this. It was just like humans in general were just like really like we're opposed to this.
Yeah, you can get into showing them behind the scenes of them plotting and planning, rallies, if anything. You can show them
their individual struggles, really.
Exactly. They probably have an inferiority complex of these new individuals have superpowers, and what do I have? I don't know.
I can shoot a gun.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. So, or a fear as well. Like, this is new, fear
is definitely a strong motivator.
Batman versus Superman, the movie.
Don't even.
So no, when it first did its very first trailer, and they had the scene of Bruce Wayne looking up at the destruction that these two superpowered beings.
Holding a kid in his hand or something.
Yeah, he was holding a kid in his hand and stuff like that. That was the only time that I ever really had hope for the whole movie, and this was like the very first introduction because it showed a human looking at, for lack of a better term, a god.
Right.
Ripping apart something and feeling helpless.
Right.
So it's like the same thing with the mutants. They have these superpowers that people can't really explain. I feel helpless, so I'm feared. And people fear what they don't understand. So going with humans in the first movie, I think is great. You can really humanize the whole thing.
Let Brian know, man. Let's just throw it out there.
So in part 2, though, I think we have to shift a little.
Well, part 1 was going to end with the idea of themselves like forming a team, right? That's where we left off.
I think we were looking at the Magneto was like saying this is the problem.
Yes.
Like the problem isn't like what we're doing, it's the problem of them treating us like we're unequals.
He got a quote unquote proof of his ideal.
Correct.
Yeah, so
obviously from showing, hey, humans have been bad. I experienced it in a camp. I'll tell you about sometime.
Meowschwitz.
But this
yes.
that's terrible. Didn't that piss somebody off once?
No comment.
So yeah, just him kind of not automatically becoming the bad guy, but him just showing, hey, different ideas than Professor X. Professor X obviously wanting to defend and be like
definitely planting seeds.
Right.
Yeah, I like a slow build up as opposed to.
So now we'd have to
as
go.
As soon as you introduce him, he's already bad.
Yeah. So now we'd either have to go in one of two directions, where we'd have to go with the either a bad guy being, what's his face from X2, where it was the general or whatever.
Oh, so
Stryker?
We're leveling
Stryker,
up the humans. We're going military.
We could either do where there is just one human amongst all who is just leading the band, or we can go into where it's just there is just one guy who's making it worse for everybody else. There's this one mutant who is just giving us such a bad name that he is bringing everything down.
Why don't you go both? Like first half.
You're still dealing with the human problem?
Yeah,
human problem.
Well,
but
you deal with the human problem.
Humans hate.
And you level them up, of course. Now you got military type of involvement. Maybe the first inklings of a Sentinel in there, because that's still a human created thing.
Wouldn't throw like a full blown big maybe
like somebody in a military setting discussing their way of.
I have an idea, and then somebody bumps into him. You just see a paper that's
like
Sentinel
Blueprint,
Project.
Sentinel Project, and then you see like this giant robot on the paper or whatever. But not like a full fledged one just yet.
We can. I mean, honestly, we can keep it the human aspect and just go with that idea for the second movie, furthering Magneto's. To really build Magneto up.
Throttle forward with Sentinels.
Well, just bring it forward with humans. Just if we're gonna like. Again, we could have gone two ways with this. So if movie 1, we're just like humans bad. Movie 2, it's like, okay, wow, it's now they're not just hating us, the technology, the way that they're trying to completely push it to where they're
trying to even the playing field. The humans
trying to even, but at the same time, not just even it to be like, okay, let's be on the same leveling. Trying to completely just
obliterate them,
just be done with them.
Yeah.
Just remove them from existence, and to where, for example, they're the genes, just completely removing any kind of gene of any mutant ability at all, going to that point, right?
Well, you can go with a group I'm trying to find the name of the group right now of the humans.
Purifiers?
It was
The
the hand.
Purifiers. No, it's terrible.
I didn't even hear what you said.
These are the freaking hand.
Oh God.
No, the Purifiers.
Yeah, Purifiers.
So Purifiers are in a group. Are just humans.
Isn't William Stryker
Yeah, I
the
think William
leader
Stryker
of-
is the leader. I think that's
in the
where
comic books? He's the leader of the Purifiers. I think.
Yeah,
Again,
it's Stryker.
I think it touches on the base again because this is just something that I've always seen X-Men as. X-Men to me is a racially motivated
Yes.
universe.
Yeah.
So when I look at this, when I look at the first movie, I see segregation in the 1950s. That's 1950s, 60s. That's the way that I look at it. So bringing this into the second movie, where the school is established and school's in session, and they're all starting this stuff, and they've gotten past these struggles.
The mutants are starting to hope for better.
Well, to where in the first one we're trying to get the school created, right? We're trying to get where a place where a haven where mutants feel welcomed.
Yes.
Now we're moving into where it's like, okay, now they have this haven created. How do they get more people to their side? How do they fight the idea? I go back to the first X-Men where Jean Grey's like she's in court, or she's in the Supreme Court or whatever, and she's talking about how like we just want to live our lives. We want to do all this stuff, and then the court, the senators or whatever, saying like this woman could walk through walls, she could rob banks, this man could do this, he can explode your mind at will, stuff like that. Where it's like now they're actually coming together as one and fighting not just physically. Mm-hmm. Now they're fighting on an intellectual kind of like political kind of aspect.
So, because they've done that before, and from the cartoons to the movies, like you just said, and even in the comic books. Actually, in one of the newer ones, Jean Grey is like in front of, I don't know, the Senate or something, and she's putting up the case for mutants again. It's like the umpteenth time that they've done in the X-Men series, and then she ends up getting controlled and getting controlled and killing a human on television, and then of course here we go again, they're dangerous type of thing.
Full Metal Alchemist.
Yes. So I can see that. Just having Charles, really trying to, because now they're out in the open. X-Men are not X-Men. Mutants are out in the open. Right. Everybody knows more about them globally. But yeah, I like easing into a big mutant baddie type of thing.
I think that in the first movie, they're like, what's the bad guy? It's the military. It's the police. It's the mob.
It's the police. Yeah.
It's.
Should probably keep it the police. Think Rambo 1.
Well, think of it. It's men. It's the militia. It's men and women with guns. Yeah. It's the police with guns. It's military with guns. It's
I would say keep it small,
technology.
Not military yet.
I'm just.
Yeah. I get you.
It's the technology, right? It's like you have a person that could read, control your mind. What's the bad guy in this film? It's just a gun with a bullet. That's the bad guy because it's effective, right?
Yes.
In the first one.
We go to in the first one.
Yes.
In the second one, we're going to where the Sentinels, the being able to subdue the mutant gene, going into where it's
the thinking outside the box with technology,
fighting power with power, where it's like not just guns. It's like now they're actually like thinking outside the box to where it's not just a gun solves a human problem, a gun solves a mutant problem. What specifically targets mutants? I kind of like that approach, just because it expands off of the human being the problem.
Yes.
And then we go into the third one where it's like, okay, we have to look past there just being human problems. That's going to be an ongoing problem.
Third one is probably Brotherhood by then.
Third one's going to be, okay, now you have just straight up mutants who are just like, I'm a god.
Yes.
Blah, 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 blah.
Well, I see the second one being like with humans being part of the problem, and then we enter the big bad. Think of like My Hero Academia, where they did the Stain arc, where it's like this hero comes out, he kind of like, or not hero, but this anti-hero comes out and he starts hurting people, and then people get inspired after he gets caught. That's how we build up to 3.
So you need a martyr mutant. Is that what you're looking for?
Yeah, I guess a martyr to the X-Men, and then obviously humans are gonna like him either way. But because like he's doing things to
right now,
like he's pre-Magneto before
some
Magneto.
Some humans think it's
Magneto.
a religious thing. Some humans think he's a mutant.
You can have. I'm trying to think of who else is an early bird type of mutant that you can throw in there as that.
Are
type
we
of
introducing
person.
Nightcrawler in this one? That's all I wanted. Are we getting
No, Nightcrawler. I say Nightcrawler will probably be in like the second trilogy.
Really?
Yeah,
You would wait that long?
'Cause he's a
because
newer,
because I think the third movie.
you want to establish us all just the main one. All
Yeah,
three of them?
I
Okay.
think the third movie, and this is probably bad, but I think
Bold move, God.
I think the third movie is a what's the second Star Wars?
Empire?
Empire Strikes Back. I think it's the Empire Strikes Back's ending. I think
you think the
they
third
lo-
one is
I think the third one should be like that. You have two good wins, and then you have Magneto with the Brotherhood of Evil Mutants come and crush that idea of Charles. So he crushes their X-Men in the third one. That's where I don't think you go 3 wins back to back to back. I think you go win-win, Magneto wins.
Yeah, no, I agree with that.
And then when you're setting up your third trilogy, that's when you
Your
bring
third trilogy?
Well, yeah, it was.
Sweet Jesus.
Yeah, that's when you bring in the giant size X-Men roster. So your first class has been defeated. They were high on life after we finished, the logistics or whatever of, episode 2.
Right.
And they lose. They're at their lowest point. I think you replace, because like in the original, the island of Krakoa is a thing that defeats the X-Men. Cyclops escapes. Then Professor X has to get a whole new team of people, which is Wolverine, Colossus, Storm, to go get the original team, right? I think you take, because it's too just out there, you take the island away. Take that island of Krakoa away, and you replace that with a Magneto is the one that wipes out this X-Men team.
Okay.
He takes out the
He
team
takes
he
out,
built.
yeah, he takes out the
Or
team.
helped build.
Yeah, he takes out the team he helped build. He knows their in and outs. He kind of knows partial of their strategies and stuff like that. Their
And you're
weaknesses.
thinking this for the
The
third?
third movie. I think you have.
Good Lord.
Yeah,
I
because
agree.
I think you have those. I think you have those fans in that
So
movie
this-
leave.
You're talking 9 movies. Right?
I don't know about 9.
I don't know about
but I
9.
think
6 though.
I agree with, again, that's where the build-up should be, where the
Yeah.
first one, again, it's just man versus mutant.
Yeah.
The
no.
second one, it's like, okay, is it mutants?
There's got to be a time jump.
Well, again,
Like
let's go-
a
let's
couple
just say-
years at least.
movie 2 is mutant still versus man, but now it's man with like technology,
Technology,
just
yeah.
like crazy.
Number 2.
And you can do. There's plenty of groups to pull from. You can do, like I said, the I'm already forgotten their name. The freaking Strikers team.
Purifiers?
You can do the Purifiers. You can do the Reavers. You can do. You can even do, if you wanted to, the Hellfire Club before they had mutants at the very top. You can just be like, well, they were just a group of mutant hating people. Like you can. There's a lot of groups that are just humans
Right.
that hate mutants.
So if you're doing this, if we're doing the second movie and it's still mutants versus humans, but humans that have just like dedicated their lives to anti-mutant technology. Excuse me. And let's say Magneto at the end of the second movie is already started to build like let's say throughout the second movie he's handpicking like his team, just like through mutants who are again.
Oh, just have his, like I said, have his team already at that school, and
Well,
then
yeah.
have
Make them
them
students.
branch out.
Like some are students, some he finds
Well,
along
his-
the way, and
his
he handpicks
first-
them for his own. He's like, he let's say he, instead of bringing them into the fold for the school, he brings them in for his ulterior motives. He's like, you're
yeah,
gonna
they're not students per se of the Xavier Academy. They're his students
Right. So
away from campus.
where
that
he
is.
let's say he finds 1 or 2 students that
I
are
don't
at
think
the
you
school.
can do that for a second movie.
Well, again,
No, they're
and
just there's just
let's say he's a professor, right? Let's say he's at the school and he's teaching some classes or whatever, and one person or one mutant really just affixes to him, and after class comes up, and let's say they just hit it on it, like the way their philosophies and everything align, and they're like, okay, I would follow you into blah 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 blah. But throughout the movie, you see him kind of more finding people for himself instead of finding people for the.
I like that idea, but I think so this is how I would do. I would do the second movie. He's still with the group, whatever events we decide happen. It splits. It makes
Remember
it.
at the end of the
it
first movie
splits
where
it.
he's making his.
He has that mentality.
Right.
building
he's
his
making it
case.
known.
Yeah,
The second one, he finally is like, okay, split. Third movie, you go.
Full regalia.
You go Rise of the Brotherhood.
Yeah.
because it's him building the brother. So for
I
the
think it should
second
already
movie,
be-
I think it should be formed in the
I
beginning
think
of third.
I think it should be ready to go by the
okay,
third.
so then you go
Cause second movie, you can do it in second movie while
then
he's,
you can just go Brotherhood.
no, it'll be Brotherhood.
I think
Yeah,
the end of the second one, the post credits,
it's just like
would be like
him in a warehouse.
he's brought
that
everybody
he's
together,
met people,
and it's just been like we're ready to go.
And then you zoom out and you show the students that left.
correct.
Yeah.
And I think
No,
that's,
I like
so.
that.
So again, the second one is just him handpicking them throughout the movie, and you're not really getting the reason as he's doing it. He's just like, you. And I would love for him to try to pick like Cyclops or something like that, where he's
and
trying.
then like a conversation between those two.
He's just trying to kind of like bring them over to his side, and they're just like, no, I don't.
They have a conversation. Or they do that. You could pull that right out the comics because there is a Cyclops in Magneto when he was young,
I would
like
love
on one
to
of their
show that.
first missions.
Yeah.
Of them having like Cyclops went in to fight him, but it ended up just being a conversation, and then Magneto. He lets Magneto go basically, and then the rest
Yeah.
of the team comes
You-
in
you-
like, "What happened?" When he was like, "Oh no, he got away."
You have that conversation where the seeds get planted of him like, one day you're gonna think like me,
You guys are literally just quoting right off the damn comic
and
book.
then
It's
like
the same
you're
thing.
gonna be who I am now, and then that's later on.
That's episode 12. When
Yeah,
when you
that's
get that,
when you-
get that plot
That's
twist.
when you get fucking
So-
where we at in the comic books where
So we skipped a crucial step here.
episode 2.
What are we calling this movie?
the second
episode
movie.
2.
I say
It's
called
Empire Strikes Back.
I think
Well, no, you can just call it X-Men now
I
because we
think
had
Well, we have
Xavier.
to- I
we
mean,
did have
we
the
had
we did have
Xavier's
Xavier
School for-
School
We
of
did have a sweet ass name that
Yeah.
I've almost gotten tattooed on my back several times now.
Terrible.
Tramp stamp, by the way.
Yeah, I mean,
Throw that out there.
live your life
So it was Xavier's School.
for the gifted.
That's it. Xavier's School for the Gifted. That's what we
Yeah.
called it.
Yes, I think it was like
Was it
Xavier
the
School
terribly
for the,
gifted, or was it the?
Hold on.
Slightly gifted,
I can
just
double check.
slightly cool.
Because it was for the like young.
Yeah,
Gifted.
Xavier's
School
gifted
for the
youngsters.
14 to 19 gifted.
It was Xavier School for the gifted youngsters.
The
Okay.
Derek Zoolander
So
School Center for Kids Can't Read Good.
okay, so that was love that name, and I love it for the
Yeah.
purpose of that's what they were trying to accomplish.
Yes.
So for the second one, what should we do? We want to align it with the plot, right? We want to align
Yeah,
it
we
with.
would definitely want to align it with the plot.
So, do we want to give it the X-Men name because they're officially X-Men now? Do
I think
do
we
wanna
go.
we go X-Men.
You can put a sub.
established
You
it.
can put a small subtitle, like if you go X-Men Purifiers, like you can do something like that. But I think X-Men does need to be in.
Yeah.
Do you think it should be in the first one then as well? Because the first one's just
No,
Xavier
Xavier's
School.
School for the Gifted is
because I don't
right
like
on.
that we do Xavier schools for the school for the terribly gifted
For the terribly gifted.
for the terribly gifted, and then we just go X-Men.
I see what
Purifiers.
you mean. Marketing standpoint, it doesn't.
It just
make
seems
any
like it's totally
sense.
separate.
Yeah. It seems like two different properties type of thing.
Well,
So if it
because
was- if
the
it was
only
X-Men,
reason
Xavier school.
the
for
only
the-
reason we did that with the first one though is because they're not. We established that they are not X-Men, not yet.
Correct. So,
So
do,
for
again,
this
do we want to
one-
say that for the third movie to bring like just make the third movie just amazing?
So yeah, I mean, I guess
In
we,
terms of
we
reeling it all
could
together?
technically save it.
Because the second one, again, the first one is making the school. They haven't made a group of X-Men yet.
No.
So the second one, I don't. If we call it X-Men, that means that we're thinking that they're making X-Men.
They're going
then.
to be
I love the third one being X-Men because then we have the Brotherhood, and then the official like X-Men. So if it was like the Brotherhood is now created because Magneto has now made the Brotherhood, and then to fight power with power, they create the X-Men to combat that kind of.
Well, I think they should be established in part 2. I think they should be established as
Whose fucking side are you on?
because the only reason why I say they should be established in part 2 is because if they're going to get demolished in part 3, why would they get demolished so just quickly into building their team and then he go out and get a whole new team?
But because again, the bad guy in the second one is going to be humans with technology. So
And that's fine. And how do we combat?
So-
We're not really combating that. We're defending ourselves.
So we're thinking that they're making the suits and everything.
Yeah,
else.
so
they're
we're-
creating a group in the second one.
So yeah, they're creating a group because we need to defend because these purifiers are these whoever we pick as a human threat. They're not just going after the X-Men. They're going after mutants all around.
Correct.
Yes.
So
the ones that can't defend themselves.
The ones that can't defend
Who just don't have
themselves.
a mutant,
So Xavier's gonna be like, well, I need a group of people that can defend the helpless, the mutants that
Right.
So and then they'll be kind of the poster boys of like we can do good in this world type of thing, like with the.
So
powers
maybe
that are
we should
given.
stick with something with Xavier's name in it. So like,
I just think, that might be equally as tough. But I think just calling it like just calling it like X-Men First Class, X-Men whatever. Like I think that's
You can say like Xavier's X-Men or something like that.
well,
we're putting a lot of we're giving
It's
we're
definitely-
giving Bryan Cranston a lot of run for his money.
I know, and then that's when episode 7, he's evil, and then you just wipe away everything he did.
Oh my god.
He's selling freaking cocaine
Because
and he's
it's
throwing
his-
pizzas on roofs.
it's meth. How dare you? He's definitely it's gotta have something, because then it establishes the link between Xavier, and then we can establish the X-Men part with it. But there's got to be some type of like subname in the comic books that we're just not thinking of right now that we can link the two
For the second movie.
for the second movie. Yeah, because did he have any other names prior to just calling them X-Men?
Prior? I don't know
Yeah.
about prior. I mean, he's
Yeah, they
also
were-
gone with
they were
X
gifted
Factor.
youngsters.
Well, yeah, that's just the school. I don't know. I mean, they've been different teams, like gold team, blue team. There's been X Factor.
Well, those all came after the
That
establishment.
came
of
after the
X-Men.
original X-Men.
So like before they were the first class, they weren't named anything else. Like there wasn't no
Not that I can think of.
Xavier's G-Men. You know what I mean? Like
I think I really think that it's just been the X-Men.
okay, so then I guess you could just go with Xavier's gifted X-Men. I don't know.
I don't think you need to make it that long. Like Astonishing X-Men, Uncanny X-Men, like I said, X-Force. I don't know, Generation X. But he never really had a name for them. Like before, they were just the X-Men.
X-Men.
You guys are just the
The
X-Men, the Uncanny X-Men. But it's just always been X-Men. That's just been kind of the thing.
Okay, so if episode 3 is gonna be, or arc 3 is gonna be.
Wait, no, episode 3. You're right.
Is it episode 3 where we're gonna
Arc 3 is
do?
movie 9.
Arc 3, yes. Is,
That's why I'm confused.
yes.
So
Size.
it's going to be Brotherhood, right?
Correct. Or if evil mutants.
Yeah, Brotherhood of Evil Mutants.
Or just Brotherhood. I mean,
Make up your melon, man.
flip flopping.
Then maybe we should, instead of like, because we should just go Rise of the X-Men for movie
and-
2.
I like it.
Sold.
There we go.
I'll take it.
You'll buy that for $1.
buy that
Again,
one
if we're introducing the entire concept of them forming the X-Men to combat the humans and all like the concept of fighting back, and the X-Men are being created, I think that's a perfect name.
So here's the tough parts now. We got the name, of course. We have the premise of
What are you talking about? That was the tough part.
that. No, trust me.
We're done. Movie 3.
So who on the Brotherhood of Mutants?
Are we going to that already?
No, because we're teasing them, right?
You're disgusting.
You were terrible.
Well, we have
I'm
to
a Christian
establish.
girl.
We should establish that they're in the school.
But
At least some.
so you're saying
are
who's-
in the universe.
Yes.
at
So
least,
who is
yes.
who is he introducing?
There's
who's
Which
he-
which
kids.
characters?
recruiting?
Yeah, because there's a lot of them on the list. In the Brotherhood of Evil Mutants, you have, of course, Mystique, Quicksilver, Scarlet Witch,
Leave Mystique alone. Good
Toad,
God, overplayed.
Blob, Pyro,
Mystique's
Avalanche.
kind of important though to the Brotherhood.
She is
So
kind of important.
she's-
Totally agree.
But here's the thing.
Not forefront worthy.
I wouldn't put her in the school, though.
correct.
You would not put her in. The
No.
school.
Not at all.
So no. School.
I think she should be an older person.
Well, you were saying earlier that maybe he has people he's mentoring outside the school, right?
Yeah,
He
yes.
meets people that he's just like that instead of because
Recruiting
again,
them to
what if
school.
what if he and Xavier are recruiting people to the school,
Correct.
Mhm.
and instead of him bringing people to the school for just to be a mutant and be camaraderie, all kinds of stuff, if he's bringing them for ulterior motives like, do you want someone to follow? Do you want someone to believe in that can teach you how to be the best mutant you are? And stuff like not teach you how to blend in with society,
Mhm.
but teach you how to just reach your full potential as a mutant. Do you want that? Yes. Okay, come join my school. Blah 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 blah. Like,
So then plot wise, the story would be like maybe Professor X is like, he's kind of building the quote unquote X-Men in secret without Magneto's knowledge type thing. And so then Magneto kind of does the same thing, but on the other side, because they have different ideals.
He's involved and he knows what's going on. So he's building the Brotherhood to kind of more align with his ideals,
as opposed to Charles.
And he's just going along with Charles to be like, yeah, okay, cool. You want to build these guys to do whatever.
But I have these backup guys.
I've got these guys who align with what I think is what's going to happen, and blah blah blah.
So
okay, no, I like that.
He definitely should get Mystique first. Like that should be one of his
as
main
much as you were
helper.
Tired of Wolverine being forefront, I'm tired of her being.
Well, she won't be in the forefront. That's what I'm saying.
She's not.
You said she's first. That's forefront.
She's
first person to get recruited.
Yeah,
that's forefront, my friend.
No, because he's going to be. She's a tool for him, to utilize to find these different people.
Agreed.
Like a spy type of thing, because that's kind of what she can do.
Blend in.
A whore is what you're.
Terrible. No, it's International Women's Day. There, watch your mouth.
Don't say that.
So, using her to help find these special, gifted people, mutants.
Terribly gifted, yeah.
She can, shift, change, and look like anybody else that she wants to help.
Don't have to go over the powers.
She can,
She has mystical powers. We get it.
Here's the thing. So if she's going to be on there, out of all the people we have that he will be recruiting, Mystique definitely, of course, right?
Yeah.
Do we bring his kids in just yet?
No, because we're tying this into the MCU, correct?
No holds bar. Anything we want. Yeah,
okay.
anything we want.
So I wouldn't just yet because I feel like that's like kind of a good twist thing.
What? Who's Sauron?
The pterodactyl looking guy you talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah. What about him?
Lord of the Rings?
Two people can't have the same names? Is that what we're saying?
I'm sorry. No. You could not.
Yes, they can. So anyway, back to the Brotherhood of Evil Mutants.
I was looking for members, and that stuck out to me. My apologies, Sex.
I would definitely go Mystique, have her in there.
Avalanche.
Why not?
Toad.
I was thinking Toad for sure.
Blob. What about Blob?
Juggernaut.
I like Blob because
not
of
Juggernaut
X-Men Evolution.
If we can do, if we could do Juggernaut, if they could do Juggernaut, right, that would be a.
Yeah, but I wouldn't put him because first of all, he's not a.
Agreed. I passed his name and I was like, for the love of God, could anybody just?
Nobody can
make that character.
We
useful?
can when we get to episode 12. Then maybe the
Juggernaut
and he's
effect. The big bad.
He would be the only big bad.
Says Elixir's on there.
Elixir was on there at one point.
That's what it says.
But he won't be on this one. He beats.
All right, go fuck yourself.
He's too busy trying to fight Darkseid.
Dark Beast.
Oh yeah, no, that's just from we're getting really off track.
Dark Wolverine.
We got Mystique, Toad, of course. Pyro is another good one to have on the team.
Yeah.
Emma Frost.
So wait, hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4. Sabretooth, right? Or no,
Maybe,
not yet. Not yet.
What about a Rogue?
Yes.
Because then because she started off in the Brotherhood.
Yeah, she was bad first, sir.
You can teeter her into flipping in the third one.
After the destruction, you can write something like that. You can be like, she didn't like how it went down type of thing. Yeah. I can see that.
So yeah, you have her in there because she's kind of just caught. She's our character that's caught in between both worlds.
Okay. So and then she's the adoptive daughter of Mystique, so it's easier to kind of side with family, quote unquote.
Okay, I like that.
So yeah.
So Mystique's older.
Yeah.
Yes.
No.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, because we were talking about the school and stuff. And,
yes. Yeah. No.
So
Mystique is definitely
make sure
older.
I have a.
I don't like the young school.
We didn't do a
Mystique.
Storm, did we?
No, Storm is episode 4.
In phase 2 of
in
X-Men?
phase 2.
But she wasn't a part of the original.
No, she was.
That's when we get to X-Men 92.
When you get to giant size X-Men, that's when you get Storm, Colossus, Wolverine, Nightcrawler.
She's of similar age as the original team.
I don't know.
She's not like a Jubilee or.
No, she's not like a no. She should be the original because like she didn't go to the school and they just said, "Hey, we need you." After the first X-Men group goes away or gets caught by Krakoa, then they go and find new people. But we're getting off track. So we got the name.
Got it.
Rise of the X-Men.
Did we introduce any new X-Men?
Let me jot this down.
Any new X-Men characters, just like as a story arc to?
Well, you
Well, I
have
mean,
you
you
have
always
your
gotta-
characters that are in the Brotherhood.
No, we didn't really introduce. I mean, you can introduce a whole bunch of different mutants to go there.
There's going to be a bunch of different. It's the school.
Yeah,
full
no, like the
swing
school
and
is full
stuff.
swing, so you can introduce new mutants that go to the school and stuff like that. But like
none
for
of
the
them
core team,
But none of them that join the core team.
no, nobody's joining the core team just yet. We want the fans to really just love the five. Like,
Yeah, you definitely want to build that fandom, even though it's already
Exactly.
there.
you want them. But now, okay, so for the Brotherhood that we're teasing, which is Mystique, Rogue, Toad, Pyro. I need one more.
Blob?
Will we go Blob over Avalanche?
Everyone's okay.
Why not both?
Because I think it should be a
Blob-a-lanche?
5v5 type of thing. Or no,
Well, they're
no,
winning.
one more. Okay, no, one more.
So
No, yeah. So make it 6 because I don't see. I mean, Rogue will be involved, but more. Not Rogue, but Mystique will be involved, but
Yeah. No.
if it's a
she's
5,
she's
yeah.
your. I feel like the Peter Baelish of like talking to people and
Too soon. Too soon.
like convincing them to move over or
I thought you meant get her throat slit.
well then that too.
Spoiler.
That's in Arc 4.
Yeah, no, I get you. Yeah, no,
You know what I mean? Like
she's
she's the one whispering in your ear, like
she's the
come over here."
the puppet master type of person. Yeah, I mean she's combat effective, definitely.
oh, of course, but
But
I think that type of character is best utilized.
Are we
as,
bringing
as
Rebecca
manipula-
Romaine back for that? Or
ooh no. So that's the other thing we have to do. So
Oh
if
shit!
we have
to cast these.
yeah, we have to cast these people
these
too.
kids.
Exactly. So who's a good one for Mystique? Who looks good in blue?
oh God.
Yeah.
Will Smith.
There you go. I don't want
Willow,
that.
Willow Smith.
Y'all jokers are crazy. Out here with superpowers.
Oh my
Oh
God.
damn! This is gonna be difficult.
She's gonna be older, right? So, but
I say in her 30s.
Around same age. Well, no, because our how old are our current X-Men that we picked for movie 1
They're 20
in this
something.
in this movie? So they're 20.
Oh no, you mean like the actors or the characters?
The characters.
Characters are in their teens.
We're still keeping them in the teens.
Yeah, 17, 16, stuff
High,
like that.
The edge
High
of the-
teens.
okay,
Yeah,
high
they're
teens.
they're almost
Okay.
to their adulthood, the type of thing.
Like we can
yes.
probably make Beast older. Is Beast older than?
I have no idea. I thought they were all around the same age.
Alexandra Daddario.
Who is Alexander?
Ooh, she's
Alexandra Daddario.
Alexandra Daddario. I thought you said Alexander Daddario. Alexander.
2019. Open your mind.
Okay. All right. Alexandra. There she is. Okay. And you want her to be in blue. Images.
I want her to be semi-nude. Is what I want her to be.
How dare you?
And I will show you a picture of her fully
Um,
nude. If you do that.
Okay. I can see it. 5'8".
Her eyes definitely like.
They captivate you already.
She's 32. Nice.
I can see it.
I can see it too.
I can see it.
You might be onto something, sir.
Yeah, that's Adam C was the first.
I know
good
with the first
call.
time.
You all shut
With
your
the
mouth.
first
Off
good
the
pick.
bat.
So,
You know, if she was a little bit younger, I would have
There's
said.
her with clothes, but not.
that's fine.
That's.
She's
What was that? What are the movies that she was? Percy Jackson. That's what it was.
Is that what she was in?
Yeah.
She
Okay.
was the daughter of Athena. Or
Well, congratulations, Alexandra. You've just
been
become
casted.
Mystique.
been
And,
dadded.
yeah, I can see that. That's very good. So then who plays Rogue, her adopted daughter?
Now we need someone with a southern accent, right? That's-
Ella Fanning. Or what's her name? What's the Fanning?
No.
It's the Fanning girls.
No. No. I don't know.
What was the other girl's name?
You're right. It's
Dakota
Ella
Fanning?
Fanning.
Not Dakota. Elle Fanning.
Yeah, you're right.
But
Yeah.
is she
Yeah.
like
No.
12 or
I
something?
don't know. Well, as Rogue.
As Rogue. That's what I'm saying. As Rogue. You got to think. As Rogue, not as anybody older. So I mean, what is she? How old is she? Well, actually, she's taller than our Mystique, which is kind of weird. She was born in 98. How old is she? 20. Boom.
21.
In April, she'll be 21. So, I think that's a good age. She could play a teenager.
Why did we go with her?
I didn't say we go with her. That's
That's
my
his suggestion.
that's my
Settled with
suggestion.
it. Right?
No,
Alright,
because
I
I,
did it.
I,
No,
had
done.
I had to Google a picture of Rogue, and then I got carried away looking at pictures.
Terrible. Mind you, you can, you got to think of course, their age, because this Rogue will be a teenager, because it's easier for them all to be teenagers. You don't know what you're thinking at you're very impressionable. Magneto
Yeah.
can get in your head. Mystique can get in your head really easy with, hey, mutants are good. People are bad.
Chloe Moretz.
Chloe Moretz, Mrs. Danger Girl or Hit Girl?
Hit girl?
How does she look now? Because she's older, right? Chloe
She is
Moretz?
old.
97.
It's not a bad age for the role.
You're disgusting.
Terrible.
That's horrible.
Chloe Grace Moretz. I like her birth date.
I actually,
I like her birth date.
it's not a bad one. You might be on to number 2.
Yeah, I know. I mean, I can see her with brown hair, right? Because she kind of goes, blonde for a lot of her stuff.
Yeah. Black hair with the white streak.
Okay, all right. I can see it.
Oh, she's been in a superhero movie before.
So she kind of knows the terrain.
I mean,
But can she do a southern accent?
Is that
I would be very surprised.
is that
what,
is that key? Like,
is that what holds it over? Is that what sells the vote?
I mean, Rogue is very southern.
She's got a
southern
southern
heavy.
drawl.
She's very southern heavy.
It's very.
And you know who you tease in this? Because he didn't come into the giant size X-Men. He came much later. You can tease a Gambit and not even make him a part of the thing. You can make him
Like a cameo,
like a cameo,
just like a little kid
You
holding
can-
a deck of cards,
like a Rhodey and Iron Man.
Oh God.
I'll maybe next time type of thing, and then walk off. Yeah, like you can tease
Alright.
that.
All right.
I'm actually for that.
I'm actually for Clover.
I'm actually
Burst,
for
too.
that.
He's,
Yeah,
he's
so-
2 and 2 here now.
Yeah,
Look
oh
at you.
man. Okay, so
Look at
let me go
you.
back
Go
to
fuck yourself.
write this down.
Finally, actually adding to the conversation.
Oh my God.
I still want my
Fuck.
Kiefer Sutherland, you sons of bitches.
That guy will never work in this town again. He will never work in this town again.
Who else do we got?
So we got the mother-daughter combo.
So
We need Toad.
hmm.
Who's ugly in Hollywood?
Oh. Jesus.
So-
What's the twin? Dylan Sprouse.
Dylan Sprouse. Now here's the thing that we're gonna get a lot of. We have made a whole bunch of white people. That is all we've done.
True.
Everybody.
Who'd you
You
say
also,
for
I
Mystique?
also asked about Storm, you racist, and you said no.
Well, that's because they don't. They,
Who-
those
Who was
comments on
Mystique
like-
again?
Mystique is
Alexandra Daddario.
Did-
Yeah, there you
Daddario.
go. Okay, I was trying to remember.
Dejoria.
That's who the
I see him.
Sprouses are.
Yeah, from whatchamacallit?
Big Daddy, yes.
No, they also had the Zach and Cody, right?
Correct.
Okay. So you're saying one of the Zach or Cody, one of them, or both? Do we have to pay them both?
What do you think?
As Toad? That is a Toad. That's a. I can see him in prosthetics of froggy looking face stuff.
Yeah, I could see it. I as much as
Who is
as
that?
much as I would want to put him in something else.
Who is that?
Yeah,
that's the Sprouse guy?
That's
Cole?
Cole Sprouse.
Yeah, because the
Oh,
brother is not.
Dylan doesn't look that way. They're twins, though, right?
Correct.
He's
That makes no
he-
sense.
Says they're
He's
completely
not-
different people.
He's the one that's not acting anymore. He's like doing something else now.
Okay, yeah, no, that's a good Toad. That's a good Toad. Put that guy up again. That doesn't look like they're twins. I promise you. Like I'd be able to tell the difference if I saw them next to each other. Like, hey, Cole, you ain't Dylan. Yeah, I could see the difference between them. That's weird. Anyway, Toad goes to Cole. Sorry, Cole.
Sorry, Dylan.
You're the toadier of the
Oh,
of the
geez.
twins. Ah, I see. This is probably why Dylan smokes cigarettes.
Oh Jesus.
There it is.
So that's what does it.
Don't smoke cigarettes, kids. So anyway, so we got Toad. Who's gonna be Pyro? Dylan Sprout.
Oh God.
That would be perfect. Is he 3 for 3 right now? Look at you batting 1,000 over there.
Jesus.
How you spell his last name?
Sprouse?
Yeah.
Sprouse.
Yes.
Got it.
Side stories.
Don't get us sued.
Jaden Smith.
So who's the guy that plays Jughead on?
That's Cole Sprouse.
Is that Cole Sprouse?
That's Cole Sprouse.
Okay,
yes.
he looks the same. All right, cool. Toad. All right. So now we need Pyro.
Pyro?
Who's Australian? We got any Australian actors? Because I think that's what we would need for this one, right? Australian.
An Australian actor in his early 20s.
Yeah. So I guess.
Not gonna know any of them.
Yeah, I don't
so-
know any of them either. So I mean, we're kind of on the.
And this is for who again?
James
I'm writing
Smith.
it down. That's
This
why.
is for Pyro. This is for Pyro.
Pyro.
Yes. What is that one kid from? Oh my gosh, I'm blanking on the movie now, where he was commanding. They were training him to command like spaceships.
Ender's
Ender's
Game.
Game?
Ender's Game. What is that kid doing now?
Not Australia.
Not Australia.
You want that kid to be?
No, I was just wondering what he was doing now. You know, just kind of
I don't even-
checking up on him. You know what I mean. Nobody.
I'm trying to figure out what his damn
Sorry,
name
there's-
is.
I'm looking through all these hot hunks here for no reason at all.
That's terrible.
Is he?
Oh,
What?
Asa Butler or Butterfield? Excuse me. Wow.
That's
Watch your
town.
mouth.
Asa Butterfield. He probably could have been a Toad too.
Yeah, you probably could make him. Just switch it then. Make him Toad and make
There
Cole
you go.
Sprouse Pyro.
Shia LaBeouf.
That's terrible. He needs to be in something though.
He's definitely got to be the bad guy. He's just.
So, are we gonna make him Toad and?
This is who I'm talking about. That guy right there. Adam is now
I
currently
don't want
looking.
him anywhere near my movie.
I think he'd make a decent.
What, is he?
Hold on, I'm gonna show you the picture that I showed Adam. This is making for riveting podcast.
It's terrible. It is definitely a
This is
blonde.
making for a riveting podcast.
Dave
You're listening to
Franco.
it right now. It's
Yeah,
terrible.
yeah. Why don't we just make this kid Toad and make Cole
There's
Sprouse?
your Toad right there. That's.
Who was that? Jeremy Allen White. There's some pretty toady people in Hollywood.
Yeah, it's terrible. Toady people in Hollywood.
I'm fine with that.
This guy looks like he has an Australian accent.
He looks. That's the dude from Baby Driver, or
Yeah.
The
What was it
Fault
called?
in Our Stars is what he's from.
Oh, okay. I thought it was from.
I
Whatever.
think
Whatever
it's the
that
same
is.
kid, right?
I think that kid that could be like Avalanche needs to be kind of a bigger kid, like how we got the Ludwig for Beast. Avalanche needs to be like the same kind of, I don't know, girth.
That
Sounds terrible.
gross.
Disgusting.
Sounds terrible. I understand, but
Yeah, because their team feels like they're tiny.
so we need 2 more actors.
Pyro and Avalanche.
Okay, and so Pyro, we're gonna go with
Taron Egerton.
from Kingsman and
Kingsman and the upcoming Elton John biopic.
Yes, it's pronounced biopic.
Biopic.
Yes, so that's 4 for 4.
That's the.
You're almost shooting 100%.
Should I do that? Should I do the?
You're almost shooting 100% here, sir. So I mean, you might as well. Can he go for the gold?
I'm actually gonna let him.
Yeah.
I'm gonna let him do
You
it.
know what?
I'll just do
Yeah.
it. Okay, Jaden Smith.
That's terrible. Then he
Fails.
Then he fails as Avalanche, huh?
Oh god.
Yes.
Now Avalanche. What is
Avalanche can create seismic
not-
waves.
Oh yeah, that helps me pick the actor. What are his features? Is he dark haired, blonde
Is he
haired?
a fat guy?
He
And a little bit
is.
Can we make him a fat guy?
He's dark haired.
Watch your mouth.
He kind of has.
What's wrong with fat guy?
I don't know. He's like average to muscular build.
Obviously, because it's
So
It's the X-Men.
Neil Patrick
It's-
Harris, is that what you're
It's
saying?
made a long time ago. He's white, I'm assuming.
He is white. We have not deviated from that race yet. But during the second one, guys, during the second 3 movies, we're going ethnic.
We're adding them.
Yeah.
They're coming.
They're coming. I understand. As an ethnic person, I understand. But they're coming. Just bear with us. If you want to see a picture of Avalanche, there you go, Adam. Avalanche.
Thank you.
That's-
So Judge Dredd, that's who I'm.
Yes, so
That's
Sylvester
exactly what that
Stallone is
looks
going
like.
to be Avalanche in this X-Men movie. I mean, yeah, you could kind of go with
He's a bigger build.
yeah, he's a little bigger build. Is there any more Nordic actors and actresses that we
Will
know?
Poulter?
Will Poulter. Let's see. Poulter.
P-O-U.
Like poultry, right? Ooh.
Oh, God.
Might be your first loss here.
Yeah, I know exactly who you're talking about.
Yeah.
too.
What is he in? He's been in things before.
He was in that Black Mirror movie.
Is that what it was? He looks different now. Yeah, because no, I was looking at that one.
Well, yeah, but I mean, it's really just facial hair and hair that you have to change.
Yeah, I know, and he actually kind of cleans up that way for an Avalanche as opposed to what the picture I was looking at.
Because he can look.
I know he has a range.
Yeah.
Yes, I see. I don't know. He might be 5'5". Give me 1 second. How tall is he? He's 6'2". Ooh. Steven, what do you think?
Go Ansel Elgort.
Ansel
Elgort.
So
Al
If
Gore's
this
son?
doesn't
That's
work,
the Baby Driver
I'm
kid.
bringing Keith.
It's the Baby Driver kid.
Sutherland back into this.
I don't. Hold on, Ansel.
This guy.
That picture's terrible.
I saw that picture and I just passed right over it. 'cause I was like,
That picture is so
It looks
terrible.
like
The only reason I suggest that is because you just make them work out more.
it looks like a train
That's it.
wreck.
I would
Look at that goddamn picture.
I would go him for a Gambit over Avalanche.
You go with him as Gambit?
No, this Hansel and Gretel guy.
No, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, Elgort.
So before we start throwing out alien names over here,
Isn't that his name?
Nope, it's O'Shea Jackson.
I
Let's
guess
get Ice
we're-
Cube's son in
I
here.
could have swore his name was. He's one of the.
What about Stranger Kid, dude?
no,
Nobody from Stranger Things.
Joe. No, the dude who plays Steve.
no.
Yeah, no.
No?
I know
Can
exactly
you-
who you're talking
Again,
about. No,
I saw that picture. That's next.
like Elgort, like I said, he can cameo as Gambit. But I don't know. I like the other dude as Avalanche.
Which guy? I already forgot the one.
Will
He's
Poulter.
Will Poultry
something about that kid. I swear.
it's his name, Poultry. That's I think he's good. I think he has the acting chops. Yeah. That's disgusting.
That
what you're
is
showing me
disgusting.
with the
Yeah,
gif
like
of him
he's
licking his
like-
tongue.
I just
Yeah.
saw
Lips.
I just saw the picture, but
So Poultry.
Yeah, I guess.
5 for 5 Adam. I think that's what we'll call this episode too.
Wow.
5 for 5 Adam.
5 for
That's
5
crazy.
Adam.
I just remember this now that I see this. But he was slated to play the
Really?
Pennywise before. I remember that, and I saw the pictures and everything. I was like, dope.
So he's got the evil background.
Oh yeah, he's well. I mean, what was that you just said? Was it Bandersnatch? What was that shit you just did?
Oh, for
Bandersnatch,
yeah, Black Mirror, yeah. So, all right, we got our cast.
You're welcome, America.
It's like Plowter.
Did you
doing all the work.
did you write all that down, Stephen?
Yeah.
Did you stenograph after that?
Is that even English? What?
Watch your mouth.
Okay, so here we go.
And
Right.
this is supposed to be children just going to the school.
No, not
No,
necessarily as
Remember,
well.
Like one,
Oh, okay. Some of them are.
like one or two of them. Maybe
Yeah.
at the
So
school
you'd probably
already.
have like your
Because like you can
Kids are
find some
old.
in like a homeless shelter
your
or something
rogue
like
is
that.
going
Because
to the
remember,
school.
again, they're finding along the
Yeah.
the way and being like, "Hey, we have this place for you." And I think we're, let's say,
Should the school not just be a school then? Should it be more of a school / safe haven type of place?
Well, that's how the Xavier Mansion has always been.
Okay, no, but like this is where we're going to now because it started off just as school for children.
For
right?
mutants.
well, it's not. So
yes.
it's a school / haven. It's not like you're either going to school or you're
yeah.
below ground in a
Okay,
haven,
so they're letting kids that are obviously not in high school.
They're
and stuff
convincing
like that,
parents, and if they don't
Okay.
have parents and below, just cage.
But
your
again,
student.
they don't
So the
have to
buildings-
go to the school.
Okay,
Like,
no. I'm
he's-
just. Well,
yeah.
I mean, didn't know that.
He can find them
Figured it
like
was
I
just a
said,
scoop.
he can find them in like a homeless shelter. He can find like Toad has a physical, look
Yes.
about him that isn't accepting by a lot of people. So he can be like he doesn't feel comfortable there, type of thing. And
Okay.
then with small conversations he has with,
So these
Magneto,
aren't these don't have to be.
Yeah,
just
they don't
students.
have to be
Got
students.
it. No.
yes.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure that's clear.
So I can still bring Keith Sutherland.
Keith Sutherland will not come anywhere
You
near.
know what? He's gonna come and be like, "Hi, I'm
Keith
Keith Sutherland." It's sniped.
Yeah.
Just by
Sutherland
military.
is the new
Toad
Mystique.
eats his face off.
No.
So, Rise of the X-Men,
Rise of the X-Men movie 2.
movie 2.
Coming to theaters 2036.
We didn't do Blob.
Selected.
That
I
we-
thought we were gonna do Blob
Oh, because he said, I said Blob.
because we have
and he said
Mystique,
he said
Rogue,
Avalanche, he
Toad,
said both.
Pyro, and Avalanche.
Oh, yeah, five. Oh, you said Mystique.
Mystique,
But we count
Rogue,
Mystique out. We said
Toad,
we put Blob in.
Pyro, Avalanche.
Yeah, as a fighter.
So we need a Blob. We need a Jack Black.
terrible. And then just CG
And
his
n-
face.
He needs to be fat. He needs to be a fat kid.
Okay. So,
You gotta represent the fatties.
what is
There's not a lot of fat people.
what's the dude from Spider-Man doing? His friend Ned.
Ned Stark.
I'm actually okay with that choice too.
See?
There's
There you
no
go.
problem with it.
There you
Ned's
go.
hilarious.
And adds a little ethnicity to the mix there.
Oh, this is where you want to put it in there? Give a heavy set colored, you racist bastard.
I'm just saying.
Just make it a woman. Screw it.
Ooh.
Oh, that's crossing the line?
Ooh.
It's because it's Women's Day. You
It's
sicko.
International Women's Day, man. It's International Women's Day.
I don't know how to even because when you search 20 actors in their 20s and 30s and stuff like that, they always go for the sculpted
yes, because that's what Hollywood is. It's a sickening
bunch of
place.
racist. And then you type it in and you feel like a bastard for typing fat actors.
And all I'm getting is actors that got fat.
So what are we doing?
My only choices are Jonah Hill,
Jonah Hill. That's what I was gonna say.
Kevin
terrible.
James,
Oh, that's terrible.
Miss Cleo.
Why is what?
That's a joke.
Oh, terrible.
You don't take jokes well. Danny
Cool.
DeVito.
You don't say jokes.
Sold. Danny DeVito.
Danny DeVitus.
Basically, what we're gonna have to do is
Oh,
CG this
yes.
guy. If we're doing Blob, it's just gonna have to be big rubber suit. And
No, I want a fat guy.
Okay, well, you
and a
find
little
one.
coat.
I will. It's Justin Bieber. It's fat.
I mean, are
Dick Cheney.
they
That's-
gonna do like
Kathy Bates.
That's horrible.
Are they gonna do
Rosie
like
O'Donnell.
Christian Bale and actually do some actual body modification where
Oh,
they
yeah.
actually get fatter or
Oh,
something?
There you go. Rosie O'Donnell. That's my choice. Final answer.
She hasn't been doing anything lately, so I guess she'd be down.
Her or Kirstie Alley. One of them was available.
Terrible. Who'd you come up with?
Jeremy Allen White.
Sold. Enough debate about
Yeah.
it.
Showed
No,
him your
this is-
showed him his picture a couple minutes ago.
Yes, you did.
Yeah,
He
that's,
could also play Toad at the same time if you wanted to.
Double rolls, half the budget. Is that what we're doing?
well, this is just down on me. We need to up the fat actors in Hollywood.
Yes.
This is-
I agree, but if
If you go back to the 90s, there was tons of them.
If they're not making movies like Heavyweights anymore, then
Heavyweights 2. That's our next Recreate the Universe.
Recreate the universe.
Heavyweights 2. Okay, so
Tired of all this.
So we've got the basic Brotherhood, which are all just teasers, by the way. In this film,
Yeah,
it's
oh
not
my
even.
God.
Good
No,
lord.
yeah, they're literally just
Easter eggs, there you go.
cameos.
So we have. I think we do go Stryker and the Sentinel program
okay,
as the
yeah,
thing.
Okay.
agreed.
So you can have him working with the purifiers,
Yeah. Hands down.
you can still give him that military background working with the civilian, I guess his civilian force of purifiers.
Okay.
And how are we introducing the purifiers? Because in the first movie we said that it was going to be humans in general, and we were probably going to do some type of organization. So is it just going to be?
Well, no, not really an organization. Just a group of I mean, a group of people, but like a
Group of
nameless
people.
group of people,
Okay.
just haters. You
I
know,
feel
just like
all out attacks, like around, just like where it's
so in the
building up.
in the comic book, God Save Man Kills for the X-Men. They start off right off the bat with the Purifiers hunting 2 small mutant
Children.
kids and killing them in the park, shooting them.
We got to be we got to get the nitty gritty.
I think if we kind of follow their ruthlessness in that comic book, that's just a perfect way to introduce them.
So maybe drop like a symbol of theirs in the first movie.
Oh yeah.
So in the second movie, you have them like full blown. Like,
yeah, because I mean, at the end of the first movie, you could have it to where it's a build up of like where somebody's like, "Hey, how do we direct all this hate instead of just having people just hating and just
So like
doing whatever?"
somebody giving out a pamphlet at the end.
Yes,
a
that
newspaper
would be-
flies that says William Stryker says purify everything.
That would be awesome.
Like as one of the characters or one of the antagonists from
Keep
the
his
first
son
one
out of it, though,
is.
'cause they totally.
Oh no, yeah. So he, some type of lost soul, quote unquote, at the end of part 1 meets a guy at the corner giving out pamphlets about the purifiers or whatever.
Just something that says purification
Some,
is
yeah,
coming.
yeah, nothing.
Magneto picks it up at the end, just reads it.
So they'll be the big baddies.
So they're gonna get organized. They're gonna do this, and he's like, "No, they wouldn't do that."
I
He
mean,
slams it down on Charles's
if
desk.
we get we need a William Stryker. Like
Oh, so
William Stryker is just kind
Stryker.
of a middle-aged man who looks like Leslie
Middle-aged.
Nielsen.
Looks like Alex
You see?
Trebek.
How dare you, sir?
Okay.
How dare you,
Too
sir?
soon?
Very too soon. Very, very.
So
too
he should
soon.
be in his 30s esque.
40s. Let's go
40s.
40s. Yeah.
Okay. So actor in his 40s. They kind of look.
Do you want? Yeah. Guy? Is this
Jake Busey.
That's
I think this
the
is
worst.
the perfect time for Keith
Keith
Sutherland to
Sutherland.
come out of
Is
the
this who you want?
This is-
Keith Sutherland.
Keith Sutherland.
That's terrible because he could probably do that. Actually, no lie, it probably could be Keith
It's
Sutherland
about
for
goddamn time. Get
for,
that man some work.
for
He can only be
Stryker.
paid in increments of 24.
That's terrible. that's funny. That's terrible.
said he never carries quarters on him for some reason.
Oh my god! I'm thinking like his voice in like what was that phone booth?
Yeah,
He's got the menacing.
William Stryker.
Yeah, that's
I'm telling you,
actually
that's
really
a-
good.
that's a really
God
good
damn
striker.
it, Adam! You've been on fire. You were training, huh?
Yeah.
Like, you were just
Hey,
sitting there.
First off, I want you to know that he was my first pick for every role in this movie.
Because it was either Kiefer Sutherland or that guy.
Jason Bateman.
Donald Sutherland.
Donald
Donald
Sutherland.
Sutherland is
No, but you better
dead.
get him a role.
Yeah. So no, I think that's a good.
You know what? We could probably like put Donald in there, like getting killed by mutants, like randomly.
He could play the Sentinels.
He could Sentinels.
Oh my god!
Donald Sutherland as
Oh
Sentinel.
my god! So, what's my motivation here? You're a robot killing things. So I'm Godzilla
yes.
in the I'm Godzilla in a city.
By
exactly.
that, with all the actors we're getting on budget, he would just be in cardboard, spray painted the colors of Sentinels.
He's just. Oh my god! It's not even. He's just the body double.
That's actually pretty good. Freaking Kiefer Sutherland
Yeah,
as
no,
William
it's
Stryker.
William Stryker. Yeah, no,
Oh,
that's
man.
good. Damn it, Adam!
Yeah, that's good. That's
I'm
good.
coming back with hot fire for episode
Said
3.
so.
So,
For movie
all right.
3.
So we got the Purifiers led by Stryker, Kiefer Sutherland.
We got
The
the movie
X-Men.
title.
We got the X-Men movie title. We have a sprinkle of teasers in there.
Saved ourselves some
Oh,
work when the
shit.
third movie.
Who was
comes
the
out.
blob? I didn't write that down.
Was it Jake Allen White or something?
Something white. I remember that.
I remember Alan White.
For sure, it was a white person.
Some white guy.
William Stryker.
I think that's good. You know what we should do?
Write a script.
That. But also,
Jeremy Allen White.
I think I want to make like a little
Jeremy.
fake mock-up
You want to
Photoshop.
You want to do some scenes?
Photoshop of the actors and then like a fake little thing
That'd be
to
kinda cool, actually.
throw it up. That'd be actually pretty cool. Yeah, I think that'd be kind of cool. So I think that's good. We got through one more movie this episode. It only took an hour again.
How hard was that?
Just saying.
Fox Studio.
As if we could, yeah.
Okay, so but we started with movie 3, we started planning that.
Yeah, we've already
Again, we got the actors, we got the groundwork laid.
yeah, like we said the last time. I think
Now we
when
just
we
need
do
to
the
cast
next
the
one,
extras.
Well,
I think we're good.
it's just called Brotherhood of Evil Mutants.
the third one would when we get there. Yeah, because we'll wrap this on up here.
I would like. I mean, that would be kind of cool. So if we did Xavier's School, then we did Rise of the X-Men,
Yeah.
and then the third movie, if we kind of ended with like Magneto's or Brotherhood or something like that.
Yeah, the
Just
Brotherhood. Yeah.
Yeah, Brotherhood of Evil
well, just put
Mutants.
Magneto's in. So we started with Xavier's and then we ended with Magneto's.
Oh, you see, I see what you're trying
Just
to
for,
say.
Oh, you want to put Magneto's...
Juxtapose. Is that how you use that word?
Juxtaposes next to each other, so it'd be.
Well, I mean,
kind
they're
of more
both
of a
next to each
transition,
other,
so it'd
aren't
be,
they? They're
It
not next to each
begins
other.
with
well,
Xavier.
First, second, third. So there we-
Ends
Oh,
with-
you mean I see what you mean? Yeah. So
I
if
see
the
what you're doing
movies,
there.
He wants
yes,
Eric
yes.
Lynch's Brotherhood of Evil Mutants.
Ooh,
is
it's
what
like
it
a
If
is.
people knew that
Lynchers.
name as household as they
Isn't that
did,
his name?
Xavier.
Yeah, I think one of
Yeah,
them.
Eric Magnus
Lyncher?
Lyncher. Yeah.
But I don't know. So we'll work that out in the third one. Let's wrap this one up here. We've already got the name and title, of course. It was Rise of the X-Men. The plot is basically the Purifiers are making kind of bigger and bolder moves to secure their safety as humans on this planet against the mutants, all while Magneto is secretly
Spoiler.
sprinkling his ideals and ideology to different mutants
To not just defend themselves, but actually to attack.
to rise above the
That's terrible.
humans. And then the X-Men they have their hands full just trying to, deal with the Purifiers and the random murders that they're doing across the city. And we end with a reveal of the Brotherhood.
Yeah, walking away. No.
From an explosion.
Yeah, from the school.
I
Do.
I think we
They leave the school
yeah,
because they figure out like no matter what they do, there's going to be these groups that rise up and
exactly.
keep going. So they just exile themselves and say, all right, instead of getting students together to become human, to blend in with humans, let's get mutants who can stand out and actually defend the mutant race by cutting the tree before it grows, pretty much.
And then they just, they have like a superiority complex. They believe themselves to be Homo superior as opposed to sapiens, ape, sapiens.
You're racist. You're lucky I didn't say that.
So, I think we got it, right? Books in the bag,
Yeah.
bags in the book.
Yeah.
All right, just
Sounds
script,
good.
send it to Brian Singer. Let's make it.
Oh
happen.
no!
How-
Oh no!
how
no!
dare you.
No! And on that note,
This-
you know
this-
what though? People were asking me like, how come we didn't do anything where we picked our directors and our producers and stuff like that. But I don't know. That feels like there might be a little too much.
yeah, because as soon as
Too
you pick a
much
director,
details.
something bad is going to come out about him. So we'll direct it ourselves. So that's it. We will pick it up in another month or so when we pick up for the third movie, of course, in our recreation of a universe. So for Stephen Gutierrez and Adam C., I am Sir Aaron Carter saying that's enough recreating for one night. Thank you.